Hi friends, so today we are going to discuss about the TechX. Why TechX? Why do we need TechX? So let's say you have multiple guys who are supporting, who are monitoring your network day-to-day operations. Now, in this scenario, you don't want everyone should have the right to do the config changes. Okay. So basically for this, you need to create users who are having a limited rights and who can check the status of your link, status of the ports, and etc etc. Okay, so basically these users are going to have a limited rights. So in this particular scenario, ICE can help you to create rules and you can apply them to appropriate users. There is one more benefit of using ICE for the TechX authentication, as you will be able to see which user has configured which commands. So by any chance, if someone has done any sort of misconfiguration, okay, so from the ICE now you will be able to see what all commands that particular user has configured, and so basically you can derive, okay, because after configuring this particular command you have got this particular network issue. So now before jumping to the configuration part, so let me show you some basic thing which you need to set up prior to going for the configuration. So first of all, you have to go to administration, you have to go to deployment. Okay, so here in deployment you have to enable device administration. Okay, now I have already enabled this device admin services. If you are not able, so you need to enable this particular services, then only you will be able to do the TechX configuration. Now if you want to see the licensing, you can just go here and you will see what all licenses you are having. So as of now you can see I have device admin license and what how many days are remaining. Okay, so all those things you can see, base license, plus license, apex license, all those licenses you can see here. Now once this is done, what you need to do is basically you need to create a network device group. So here I have already configured one. So here you can see I have configured AHM. This is a network device group which I have created. And then you have to add your network devices. Okay. So here I have added one switch, but you may have multiple of network devices. So let me show you. I have given a name. The switch is 2960L, so I have given a name 2960L. This is particular IP address, but you can select the whole range. Okay, and you can give your subnet mask, so accordingly your whatever the network device you are having in your premises will get here. Okay, now I have selected the location, that is AHM. You can select as per your requirement. Then one more thing you need to configure here is TechX authentication settings. So you need to create a shared secret. Okay, so same shared secret we need to apply on a switch. Okay, so basically switch will get the authenticated and you can do the configuration of related to the TechX. So once this is done, what we need to do here, we need to go to work center, we need to go to one second. Device group, device group, device group. We have to go to device group. So here you have to go to user identity group. From the work center you have to go to device administration, as we need to do the device admin. Then you have to go to user identity groups. So here basically we need to create two groups. So one will act as an admin and another one will act as a for the help desk user. Okay, so let's say we will give a name here, all device admin, submit. We'll create one more group, all device help desk. Now submit. So we have created two groups here. Now what we will do, we will create two users here. Okay, so these are internal users. You can have your Active Directory as well, you can integrate your Active Directory, but for this particular demo we will use the internal database. Okay, so I am creating a user, okay, name Amit. This is internal user. You can configure the login password. You can configure the enable password. You can also configure first name and last name. Then here you can select which particular this particular user is belong to which particular group. Okay, so this is this user belongs to the admin group, so this is I have selected and submit. Okay, now let's create one more user for the help desk. So I'll give name help desk. I will configure the password, enable password. Here you can give a first name last name. I am not configuring it. Now this user is belong to the all device help desk group. Okay, now submit. So basically I have created two groups and I have created two users who are belong to the appropriate groups. So now I have already done the configuration. Now what you can do, you can just go to the policy elements. In policy elements you can go here and you can see Takax command sets. Okay, so basically here you can create some command sets for the admin user. You can create command sets for the help desk user, which what all commands they can fire from there by entering their user ID and password. Okay, so basically for the admin user, let's say uh, so for the admin I'll give a name all device admin. Okay, and basically what I'll do, I will allow him to run all the commands. Okay, so here you can see this box. So I am permitting any command which is not listed below. So basically all the admin users will have the right to come to type all the commands. Okay, so now submit it. Add one more uh, command set for the help desk user. So all device help desk. Okay, now you can add some command here. You want to permit or you want to deny. So I'll say permit and then enable. Okay, add one more command, permit, then exit, permit, let's say show IP interface. Okay, then one more command, show IP route. Okay, so these are the commands which I am granting for the help desk user. now you can change the sequence. Okay, basically as per your requirement. Okay, and then submit. So these are the command sets which we have configured. Then what we'll do is basically we'll go to the TechX profile. Okay, here we will create two profiles for the admin group and for the help desk group. So here you can see you can create an add button. Okay, and you can go to all device admin and you can give them a default privilege level of 15. Maximum privilege level again would be 15 because they belongs to the admin group. Okay, and submit. uh, okay. uh, Now create one more for the help desk or device help desk. Now default privilege level would be 1 and the maximum privilege level we are assigning them to 7. Now submit it. Okay, so we have given a default privilege level, maximum privilege level. Now let's go to admin policy set. Here we will have one new policy. Okay, you can give a name of your choice. I am going to give a name Cisco devices. Then you can just go here. What you can do here is basically you can select let's say TechX user, and which should be in network access username. Okay, then what we are going to do here, okay, let's save it. Okay, so okay, because there was giving some error, so we need to give here default device admin and then save it. So it got saved successfully. Now what we can do here, we can go to authentication policy. Here you can see this is all user ID stores. We have to select internal users. If you have external user you can select it, but for this scenario we are going to have internal user, so I'll select internal user. I'm going to save it. Then we'll go to the authorization policy. Here we will create two authorization policy. One is for the admin, one is for the help desk. Okay, so let me create here all device admin, then condition would be internal user, which should equal to user identity so here we have selected internal user identity groups. Now we will select here either it should be equals to the all device admin or all device help desk. Okay, so you can see here we have user identity group all device admin, so I'll select it. Oh, and I'll use it. Then from the command sets, here you can see all device admin or help desk. We have configured two different command sets, so I'll select all device admin. Here you can say select cell profile, so we have created two cell profile for the admin and help desk, so I'll select all device admin. So this is done. So first I'll save this policy. Now we'll create one more policy for the help desk user. So give a name or device help desk. Okay, condition should be again internal user identity groups equals to all device help desk, use it. Then select a command set for the help desk and cell profile would be all device help desk. Okay, done, we are good to go. So yeah, so this is done. We have configured two policies, okay, for the help desk and the admin users. So now what I'll do, I'll open switch via putty. Okay, I will log into it and then we'll see what all configuration you require to do on a switch, because we need to do some configuration at the switch end as well. So let's do it. Okay, so let me telnet to the switch. I'll give the user ID and password, okay, which we have already set on our ICE. So I will log in, I'll try to log in via admin user ID. So that is Amit, password. Okay, I'm good to go. So now I'm able to log into my switch. Now let's say show run include AAA. So what all configuration, what all commands you have to configure for related to AAA. Okay, so you can see here, and if you can see show run. So apart from that, you have to configure the username, password, and you have to define the IP address of your ICE. Okay, so I have configured the IP address of my ICE, and remember I have told you to configure a secret password for the ICE, which we need to configure here in a switch as well. So I have configured that shared secret key between ICE and the switch. Okay, so that's it, and we are good to go. So now you can see here I am able to log in via Amit user ID. Now let me try with help desk. Okay, okay, so enable command, it is not taking, it is giving me some authentication error, so we might have not given him a proper rights. Okay, that's why it is giving us an error. Now if you go here and if you can see the operations and live logs, so here you can see uh, inside the TechX. Okay, so I was able to successfully log in, okay, via Amit user, and I was able to successfully authenticated via help desk user as well. But here you can see it is giving me some error. while doing authorization. So if you click here, it will tell you requested privilege level too high. Okay, so this particular user is not allowed to have the proper rights to go to enable or to go to config mode. Okay, so here you can see this particular user was able to successfully authenticated. Okay, as well as you can see here what authorization policy this particular user has taken. So all device help test, shell profile is all device help test. And if you want to troubleshoot, okay, you can see here step by step, okay, how this whole configuration, how this all authentication has passed on. Okay, so that's it from my side. Now one more thing, just I want to tell you here. If you will go here and the reports, okay, and in reports, here you can see TechX authentication, TechX authorization. Okay, and if you want to see some more detail, here you can see. Okay, then TechX commands. So you can see here. Okay, what all commands I have typed. Here you can see this is command set show running config. So likewise you will be able to see what all commands this particular user has configured, and based on that you can do your troubleshooting as well. Okay, so one thing you can get the report as well as you can go to operation and you can get the live logs as well. Okay, so this is done with the TechX. Thank you.